And we live. Ain't that right, Brindy? That's right. What is up, Undroppables Nation? I am your host, Josh Lee. And today we have the 14th episode of A Best Ball Draft a Day Keeps the Doctor Away. Title of the show, Return of Football, Hall of Fame Game Special. So tonight, we had the first NFL football of the 2022 season, the Hall of Fame game between the Jaguars and the Raiders. Super exciting stuff. We're just going to hop straight into a puppy draft. And as we're drafting our team, we'll talk through some of the implications of kind of what happened during that game. So let's just get straight into it. We're going to share the screen per usual. Hop into a puppy draft. And we're waiting for 11 people. We are the first entrant into this draft. Whatever. Let's pull up. Do I not have? Oh, okay. We're going to pull up the model outputs. Some people have been asking for the model outputs. So I'm going to put out an article that talks about the model outputs, that talks about how the model was built. And that's going to be available on the Undroppables website at theundroppables.com. If you're not already a part of the Patreon, go ahead and join in right there. You got unlimited access to all of the best fantasy football content that you can find. And we are the 105. As you know, we love the first 5 picks. We get one of JT, Christian McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, all best ball dogs. So we're super excited about it. We'll see how this build comes out. And we're hoping for Justin Jefferson. We're always hoping for Justin Jefferson. If we don't have 102, if we don't have one of the top 3 picks, we are always hoping for Justin Jefferson. But let's dive into the Hall of Fame game tonight and kind of the implications of what we saw tonight. The first thing I would like to call out, why did Josh Jacobs get run in this game? That didn't make any sense to me. Like, Josh Jacobs, who is projected to be the starting running back on this squad. Let me just get my stats right. I'm pulling up the stats. Josh Jacobs saw 5 carries for 30 yards. I mean, 6 yards per carry. That's not bad. 2 catches for 14. Like, he had good stats. He put up good stats, and like, we're expecting those sorts of stats from Josh Jacobs against the 3rd and 4th team of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'd be disappointed if he didn't see those sorts of stats. Because we're big on Josh Jacobs this year. Josh Jacobs should be a quality back. Josh Jacobs should put up the numbers. But it was very interesting to see Josh McDaniels put him out there at risk of injury in this sort of game. I know he only played... All right, we get Jamar Chase. I know he only played a handful of snaps. But still, it's interesting to see a starting running back to play in one of these preseason games just because we know how big of a risk it is in terms of injury. Like, we saw what happened when the Baltimore Ravens played J.K. Dobbins in the preseason. I don't think many NFL teams are going to make that mistake again. Maybe that's just what the Raiders were doing. They were just trying to see what they had out of Josh Jacobs because the coaching staff right now hasn't seen Josh Jacobs as a starting running back in their own eyes. So I get it from that perspective, but still, I don't know if you are excited or what you're trying to get out of putting Josh Jacobs out there. Like, you see him every day in practice. I don't like, you've probably seen the film. I don't know what added value you get out of playing Josh Jacobs in one of these games. That being said, Kenyan Drake sustained an injury. I don't know how serious that one is, but it makes me very, very intrigued on Zamir White. Zamir White saw, let me get my stats right again. I want to say 11 for 52. Yes, that's right. He saw 11 carries for 52 yards, 3 catches for 23. Those are solid numbers. I would be shocked if Zamir White isn't some sort of factor this year. I was a little bit hesitant to say that thus far because Zamir White wasn't practicing yet. He was being held out of training camp for some reason. But he's back now. He's healthy. And he looked pretty good. We know the high school stats from Zamir White. Like, he has Derrick Henry level high school stats. He put up like 34 touchdowns in his senior season in high school. Got drafted as not drafted. He got recruited as the number one running back of the 2018 recruiting class. And that boy just a dog. That boy know how to play football. If he can overcome kind of the injuries that he's sustained over his career, we're going to take Aaron Jones. If he can overcome the injuries he's sustained over his college career, those 2 torn ACLs, he's going to be a significant factor in this Las Vegas Raiders offense. So I'm very, very intrigued by Zamir White near the end of these best ball drafts, just because he should see a decent amount of work. We expect Josh McDaniels to utilize a committee by running back. So who's to say that that Zamir White won't see a 2 touchdown game here or there? And if you're taking a flyer on him in the 18th round, I don't hate it. I actually like that sort of value that you can get out of Zamir White. Just because he's got draft capital. He was taking, the 4th round? It's not terrible. He has the college pedigree. Came from Georgia. He's played in the SEC. I know. He actually had the 0th percentile of yards created after what was blocked for him. But that's more to highlight how good the Georgia offensive line was, and less so on the actual talent of Zamir White, just because we know how talented Zamir White. He's an extremely explosive back. So, based off of all that, give me all the Zamir White I can be getting at value, at cost. 18th round, give me all the Zamir White. Okay, so we're back on at the 3rd round. We have Jamar Chase. We have Aaron Jones. We're already looking at a stacked team. We have the choice of one of T. Higgins, A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman, Mike Williams. Woo! I'm actually hoping for Michael Pittman here. Michael Pittman at wide receiver. Give me A.J. Brown. Oh, yeah. Give me A.J. Brown. Give me all of the A.J. Brown. I will be looking to stack A.J. Brown with Jalen Hurts. I love Jalen Hurts this year. Jalen Hurts should be a dog this year. Give me A.J. Brown. Give me Devontae Smith. Give me Dallas Goedert. Give me all of them. So at our next pick, how many picks are we up in? We're up in 12 picks. Who do we want in our next pick? I want Allen Robinson at my next pick. If he falls, give me Allen Robinson. Give me A-Rob. He looks so sick at training camp. My one worry, though, is Matthew Stafford is dealing with some tendonitis in his throwing elbow. I don't know how much I love that. It gives me a little bit of pause, a little bit of hesitancy at drafting a guy like Allen Robinson, who shit the bed last year. I really like Allen Robinson as a player. Don't get me wrong. Allen Robinson is a very talented receiver. He's performed as a wide receiver 1 in the past with Blake Bortles. That just goes, I think that speaks volumes to Allen Robinson's talent. He just got taken, but I'll continue to talk about him. That speaks volumes about how talented of a receiver Allen Robinson is, that he was able to produce high-end wide receiver 1 numbers with Blake Bortles. Let me let that sink in. Allen Robinson put up high-end wide receiver 1 numbers with Blake Bortles. Think about what he can do with Matthew Stafford. So if Matthew Stafford is able to play a full season, if he's able to produce at the level that he did last year, Allen Robinson will be, at minimum, a wide receiver 2. And he's getting drafted on average at wide receiver 20. Allen Robinson is a value this year. look up the training camp hype videos. I know it's training camp. You can't put too much value into it. But he is dogging these corners. He's dogging the corners on the Los Angeles Rams. These guys are good. These guys are great NFL players. So I am excited. I cannot wait to see what Allen Robinson can do this year. We're going to hope that Hollywood falls to us. But if he doesn't, we're going to be taking Terry. If neither of those dudes fall, we want Zeke. So those are our top 3 guys. So give me all these guys. Give me all of them. I love it. Okay, 2 of them got taken just now. So that's not hot. That's not what we like to see. Terry got taken too. Hopefully Brees falls to us. If Brees gets taken right here too, then we'll just shed a tear, and I don't know. We might. I hate having to draft Cam Akers, but I have no Cam Akers, and it's a massive tear fall off from here. So, like, let's say Matthew Stafford isn't healthy. Oh, give me Brees Hall. Give me all of the Brees Hall that I can get. That is a beauty. Brees Hall in the 4th round. Think about where the number 1 running back draft in the NFL draft has been taken over the past few years. Najee Harris, late 1st round, early 2nd round in redraft. Who went the year before that? JT? No, Clyde. I think it was. I'm going to look this up. So this would have been the 2020 NFL draft. Who was the first RB taken in the 2020 NFL draft? Chat, if you want to help me out, would love that to happen. But if not, we're going to go and check the receipts. Oh. It was definitely. Oh, no, it wasn't ETN. Who was the first running back taken? Does anybody know? Can anybody tell me? Jonathan Taylor, is that right? Oh, my phone just died. Okay, well, let's look it up on the stream. We're 4 picks away. We can continue to just like talk about, just shoot the shit, just see what's good right here. Running back. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, I was right. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire that year was probably drafted in like the 2nd round, maybe end of 1st in some drafts. So like the number 1 running back taken in every single NFL draft or every single redraft league following or since I don't know how long. What was the 2019 NFL draft? Who was the first running back taken in that draft? These guys, these top running backs that are drafted in the NFL draft are being drafted very high in the following. Josh Jacobs. Yeah, he was like a 3rd, 4th round pick, so I guess that's not as low. But the year before that, it was Saquon. So, like, these running backs are being taken high. And Brees Hall is falling to the 4th round. I like the value. I really, really like the value. Give me Darren. He's slipping. Darren Waller. What a beast. We have a squad coming together. We're going to focus a little bit more on the receiver position now. So, as it comes around, we'll be looking to get, let's see, if we can get Amari. Amari just looks like an absolute dog. We'll look at Amari. We want to look at Michael Thomas, Elijah Moore, Adam Thielen. All dogs. Give me Devontae, Drake London, Kadarius Toney. All these guys. Oh, these guys down here too. Hunter Renfrow, Brandon Ayuk, Treylon Burks, Chris Olave. Give me all those boys. Sky Moore. Oh, my God. Obviously, we'll take any of these guys if they fall, but I don't expect them to. We're 11 picks away still, so Jalen Hurts might not even make it to us. We're hoping on Jalen Hurts to fall to us, but it is what it is if he doesn't fall. This is the essence of these drafts. We're trying to get as much of these guys as possible. Who's the highest scored guy on our board right now? These guys are all gone. Mark Andrews, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins. Is David Montgomery gone? David Montgomery is gone. Chris Godwin's gone. Stephon Diggs, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, Jingle Hagemer Schmidt is the top guy on our board. Elijah Mitchell is there. Mike Evans. Bobby is also there. Some Bobby trees. I like me some Bobby Trees. J-Rob is still there. DK, Jalen Gibson, I believe, is still there. We got our boy AJ Brown. Antonio Brown is not. I don't even want to consider him. James Conner. Tyler Lockett's also an interesting one. DK got taken. Yeah, DK got taken. Lockett, Deontay, Kittle, Theo and D-Hop right there. DJ Moore. Darren Waller, Jamar Chase. We are 6 picks away. Elijah Mitchell got taken. Our model likes Elijah Mitchell, but I was kind of talking about this at the beginning of the show. I don't know how much I trust Josh Jacobs this year. We got Darren Waller, Jamar Chase. Coaching staff change. Damn it, Jalen Hurts got taken. Fuck. That hurts. Ha. Jalen Hurts got taken. That hurts. Fuck. But okay, we'll deal with it. We will deal with it. We'll hope for... Ooh, if Amon-Ra falls to us, we will take Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra got taken. We will take Mike Thomas. Mike Thomas should be healthy week 1. Mike Thomas is a beast. Give me Mike Thomas. That is a beautiful wide receiver 3 combo. Now we will be looking at Joe Burrow or Trey Lance at our next pick. Just because we have Jamar, we're probably looking at a Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow does get taken, we're not going to cry about it. We'll take Trey Lance. So we'll get one of those guys. I was targeting Devontae Smith before. I don't know if I'm targeting him anymore. We'll just see who falls to us. We're up in 6 picks. If any of these top guys fall, I think it would be stupid not to take them. And we can just fade quarterback a little bit until we take like a Derek Carr, a Jameis Winston, maybe stack some more guys down at the lower tiers. Joe Burrow just got taken. Okay, people are reaching a little bit on quarterback. I guess it's not terrible. But people aren't letting quarterback fall. So the guys who are taking quarterback right now, we'll let them take quarterback. That's okay. We will grab value at the other positions where we can. So if like Adam Thielen, Devontae Smith, Drake London, if any of those guys fall, we will be taking those guys at 77. If Trey Lance falls, we'll consider him. We won't be able to stack Trey Lance with Brandon Ayuk, so that would be a little bit hairy just because I don't know how many stacks we can get out of Trey Lance if we do take him here. But I guess it's not all about stacks. We want to get as much value in the draft as possible. So if Trey Lance falls to us, we might have to consider taking him, especially 7th round's a little bit high for my first quarter. But like I'll take Trey Lance there. I like Jalen Hurts' value a little bit more last year, where Jalen Hurts was falling into like the double-digit rounds. Trey Lance's upside is already baked a little bit into his ADP. So we'll see how the room falls to us. If DeAndre Hopkins falls to us, that would be very interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Our model really likes DeAndre Hopkins just because like it's D-Hop. Like D-Hop is one of the best receivers in the freaking league right now. Josh Jacobs got taken. Clyde, that's a reach on Clyde. I don't really love that pick actually, especially because the ADP is like in the 90s. All right. Quarterbacks are being reached on slightly. Obviously, it's not huge. It's not a massive factor, but these guys are slightly being reached on. We could go Devontae. Yeah, screw it. We're going to go for that New Orleans Saints versus Philadelphia Eagles Week 17 game stack. So we're going to be targeting, because we already missed on Jalen Hurts, we're going to be targeting Jameis Winston. That's going to be kind of a priority for us. And he's being drafted all the way at QB 20. So it shouldn't be a problem for us to get him, especially because people are going to be passing on him a little bit. We'll just see how the room falls to us. But I like where Jameis Winston is going, especially with the upside that he offers. I think Jameis Winston, QB 20 is his absolute floor. So we'll see how the room shakes out for us. But our receiver room looks good again. Jamar, AJ Brown, Michael Thomas, Devontae Smith, all dogs. Give me all of them. We got Aaron Jones, Breece Hall. We got Darren Waller. Let's look to get Derek Carr a little bit later. This is shaping up pretty nicely for us. I like what we're seeing. I like the draft that we're having so far. We'll continue at this pace. Quarterbacks are going a little bit, but we will look to get Derek Carr to stack with Darren Waller. See how that shakes out. We really like what the Raiders have to offer this year. They should be a good team. Josh McDaniels, I know we were talking a bunch about their running backs earlier today, but they're just trying to figure out who's going to be their starting back. I think Josh Jacobs will still be that lead back. But I'm a huge fan of what the Raiders are doing over there. I think they should be a competitive team this year. Maybe they take a wild card spot. There's a really big chance this year that all 4 AFC West teams actually make the playoffs. I don't know how likely that is. I don't know the mathematical probabilities of how that even works out. But it's possible. You never know. I can see all 4 of those teams making the playoffs. I don't know if that's even mathematically possible, but intuitively, in terms of like how good each of the teams are, it's definitely possible. I like what I'm seeing over there. Broncos with Russell Wilson, that's a powerhouse. They have one of the best defenses in the league. Chiefs, they got Pat Mahomes. Enough said. Raiders just added Devontae Adams, probably the best receiver in the NFL. Enough said. And the Chargers, they probably have the best roster on paper. They added Von Miller. They added J.C. Jackson. That's a stacked defense. J.C. Jackson, Derwin James, Asante Samuel Jr. in the secondary. Like, what? And then your pass rush is Nick Bosa. Is it Nick Bosa or Joe? Yeah, it's Nick Bosa and Von Miller. You got Jerry Tillery at D tackle. Whew. That's spicy. I like what they're doing over there. That's kind of beautiful. I want to see more of what they can do. Give me Treylon Burks at my next pick, by the way. Give me Treylon. Treylon's looking like an absolute dog. This man is a steal at ADP. Pick 92 for Treylon Burks. Come on, man. Earlier in the summer, fuck. It always happens, man. We'll continue to target that game stack. Look how many New Orleans Philly players we have. We have both wide receiver 1s and wide receiver 2s for both New Orleans and Philly. If this game is a shootout, look out for this squad. Look out for this squad. I know they're playing in Philly. It's going to be in January. It's going to be cold, probably. But man, look out for this squad. Oh my God. I need to be looking to grab like Dallas Goedert at my next pick if I can grab him. We're going to want a little bit of Devin Singletary too. I think we want to prioritize Dallas Goedert just to get more of that game stack. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we won't prioritize Dallas Goedert just because we already have our elite tight end. We got Darren. We'll trust Darren. People have been reaching slightly at quarterback. So maybe I'll take Derek Carr just to stack him with Darren Waller, just because we know how valuable those stacks can be. I know Robert Woods is the top guy on our board, but again, we don't account very well for those injuries. So I'd probably prefer Tyler Lockett over Robert Woods, but Robert Woods should produce more fantasy points this season. We'll just have to see. But I think because of the way our roster is shaping out, I might want a little bit of Derek Carr here. Yeah. Derek Carr is the next best quarterback on the board. Matthew Stafford, there is some risk with him, but Matthew Stafford also has a ton of upside. Kirk Cousins, A-Rod. We'll look at Derek Carr next, just because we want to stack that with Darren Waller. That should be a pretty solid. All right, we got Derek Carr. That should be a pretty solid Las Vegas Raiders offense. I expect Derek Carr to throw for the most touchdowns he's ever thrown in his career. He's got Darren Waller. He's got Devontae Adams. He's got Hunter Renfrow. That's a stacked receiver room. That's the most stacked receiver room he's ever had in his career. He had Amari Cooper for one season, but it was just Amari Cooper. There was literally nobody else except Amari Cooper. And this is the first time he's had 3 serviceable guys that know how to win on the outside and the inside. So I'm excited for this team. At our next pick, we'll probably be looking at like running back or receiver. If Tyler Lockett somehow falls, obviously we'll want him. But we want to be looking at like Ken, Melvin, Cordero, Spiller, White. We want all those guys. Madison, not so much. Dameon, yes, please. Daryl, yes, please. In terms of receivers, we like Gage. We like Lockett. We like Claypool. Don't love Garrett Wilson, but wide receiver 52, he should outperform. Rondale Moore, wide receiver 53, should outperform. Jalen Tolbert is an interesting pick. Julio Jones is an interesting pick. Devontae Parker. Josh Palmer. We like all of these guys. So we'll look at JMO a little bit more. Okay, we're 9 picks up. My phone's dead. But yeah, like this is a good draft so far. Like, look at this team we're putting together. Derek Carr, Aaron Jones, Breece Hall, Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, Michael Thomas, Devontae Smith, Chris Olave. Whew. We're looking to get as much of that New Orleans Philadelphia game as possible. We've been focusing on other games, but we haven't focused as much on the New Orleans Philly game. And we have both wide receiver 1s and 2s there. So we'll be looking to grab some more Saints and Philly players. Actually, maybe not anymore, but we're going to want to look to Jameis Winston. I know we missed out on Jalen Hurts. Unfortunate for us, but he's going a little bit high at ADP. Let's grab Jameis Winston at the back end. Drinking a white wine. I think I'm a bottle in and an old fashioned. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little drunk right now. I hope the team that I'm putting together is somewhat decent. I would love your guys' feedback. See what you guys think of the team I'm putting together. If Melvin or Cordero continue to fall, I will have to take one of them. But y'all, I'm a little fucked up. Not gonna lie, not gonna front. But it's straight. It's straight. I'm feeling good. We're living life out here. Melvin just got taken. We're gonna hope for Cordero to fall to us. If he doesn't, we might consider. Man, this room is working out pretty well for us. I mean, I love all of the 10th round Cordero Patterson that I can get. This guy is projected to be the RB1 for the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, last season, he put up insane numbers. He was the RB8, and now he's getting drafted as the RB38. Make it make sense, guys. Fantasy football is not that hard. Y'all complicate this game way more than it has to be. Let me see what Cordell Patterson is in the. All right, Robert Woods is gone. James Robinson is a guy we'll want to be targeting. Oops. But, okay, Lockett's gone. Thielen, D-Hop, Renfro, all of those boys are gone. Oops. Cordero is ranked 46. Holy fuck. I cannot believe you guys continue to let Cordero Patterson just slip down the rankings. Julio's still there somehow. Mari, Javonte, Brandon Cooks, Clyde, Hollywood, Darnell, Christian Kirk, Devin Singletary, Terry, Corey Davis is still there. We like Corey Davis. We'll see what he's made out of. If Julio somehow falls for our next pick, we're definitely taking Julio. Damian, Darryl is also still there. Melvin isn't too far behind. Gronk, Kareem's probably still there. No, Kareem got taken probably. JD is definitely still there. Russell Gage, Dalton. Duke Johnson's an interesting one. Chase Edmonds has been taken. Saquon, Kyle Pitts, Devontae Smith, Rashad Penny. AJ Green is here. Corey Coleman. That's a super interesting one. I haven't heard that name in a while. I like Corey Coleman. I'm surprised I haven't heard anything about him because he's on the Chiefs right now. He is practicing with the Chiefs. So why have we not heard more buzz about Corey Julio got taken. Man. Give me Dameon. I actually don't have any Dameon at this point. Kai's has brought me more in on Dameon than I was before. So I like Rashad White as well. I have a decent amount of Rashad White, but we have no Dameon. This is actually our first share of Dameon Pierce. I thought he was getting drafted a little bit too high, but Kai's is right. Dameon Pierce is a very clear path to value. He just has to beat out Marlon Mack. That's it. Just Marlon Mack. Rex Burkhead a little bit, but Dameon Pierce was probably the best performer at the Senior Bowl. And he's a good player. He's a grinder. He plays big. He plays strong. He plays motivated. He dove into the end zone head first without a helmet. This guy's a lunatic. He's going to be good in the NFL. Lunatics usually do incredible things in the NFL. So I'm excited for Dameon Pierce. He is massive. He's like 230. He looks like a bowling ball. He's going to run people over. He's going to truck people. He's going to hit stick people. Give me some Dameon Pierce wherever I can get it. But, okay, we're going to focus on the draft a little bit more. We have 4 running backs. Daryl. Jacoby continues to fall. Have Chick Jacoby. Hi, cute Brandy. Oh, you look super cute. Thank you. Guys, my girlfriend Brandy is the cutest girl in the whole world. Sorry, I had to flex. Ash is all right. Oh, no, Ash. Oh, no, Bashy. All right, we're adding some of these later receivers. Jacoby's all right. Don't love him for best ball just because his ceiling's a little cap. He plays the slot. He gets like good receptions, good yardage, doesn't get the touchdowns. So I don't know how much I love Jacoby at value. Same with Jarvis. Jarvis is kind of the exact same type of player. Jahan Dotson, I kind of profile him as the same player, but I don't know how good Jahan Dotson actually is. I'm a Washington fan, so like I want to believe that Jahan Dotson is actually good, but it's hard for me to actually convince myself and believe that. Boy, you're drinking the rest of the rosé? I am. Oh. Wow. I guess Brindy wanted to show this, so I'll pop it in the I'll pop it on the stream. Love Olivia rosé. Don't forget to add the jalapeno to the rosé, according to my girlfriend Brindy. So go out to your local Trader Joe's and get a Love Olivia bottle of rosé. $5 bottle of rosé, and it is amazing. So Trader Joe's, give me a sponsorship. Love Olivia, give me a sponsorship. I am featuring your bottle of wine on my live stream. So do me a solid. Okay, back to the stream. Daryl? Should we get Daryl Henderson, Brindy?
Daryl from The Office?
Yeah, Daryl from The Office. That's exactly right.
Daryl from The Office is funny.
He is funny. What's our next pick value? We have 140, 149, and then 164. I don't know if Jameis will be there. Jameis has actually been... Oh, okay. Daryl just got taken. Since Daryl just got taken, we will take our boy, J-Mo. Give me the boy, Jameson Williams. I love it. Is this for me?
No.
Oh.
But I just wanted you to
Okay. I'm showing it off. Brittany wants to show off the rosé. I'm going to steal it.
It's better than your white wine.
It is better than my white wine.
I know.
We got the Trader Joe's Chardonnay. Is that right?
No, it's Kirkland.
We got the Kirkland Sonoma County Chardonnay. Not bad. Can't hate on it too much, but you know how it is. You know the vibes. We love Kirkland. We love Trader Joe's. Go and get your wine from those places. Kirkland, give me a sponsorship. Trader Joe's, give me the sponsorship.
What's our favorite wine from Trader Joe's?
Our favorite wine from Trader Joe's is actually the Platinum Reserve.
The Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah, the Cabernet Sauvignon. Sauvignon.
From Costco. Amazing.
The Cabernet Sauvignon from Costco, the Frontera brand. That shit is like a 1.5 liter bottle. It's like 2 wine bottles in one. It's like $7. You can get drunk as hell. You can get 2 people drunk as hell off a $7 bottle of wine. It's incredible. What do you say? More than drunk?
Yeah.
Brittany, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't get drunk.
Whatever.
Oh, I love it, Brandy. I love it. Should we take DJ Shark at our next pick or Jameis Winston?
DJ.
DJ?
Yeah.
Why DJ?
Wait, what was the other name?
Jameis Winston.
Jameis?
Jameis.
Because DJ is a cool name.
Okay, Brittany said DJ is a cooler name than Jameis, so we're gonna be taking DJ Shark. If you follow us. Oh, we got the DJ Shark, Jameis, and Williams. Wait. But what if Jameis is a good player for us to take because of our team?
Well, that sounds like your answer.
Jameis is our answer, but should we go with the first choice of DJ Shark?
Well, it just.
All right, wait. Forget everything I just told you. DJ Shark or Jameis Winston?
I already said Shark.
Okay, we're going DJ Shark, Baby Shark. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, do do. Baby Shark, Mommy Shark, do 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 do. Nah, I'm playing. If Jameis falls for next pick, obviously we'll take Jameis. If he doesn't, we'll take Jared Goff. Whatever. If Nico and George Pickens falls to us, we'll take those two boys, those two cats. Damn. I love the team. I love it. It's looking good. It's looking spicy. Somebody take Deshaun. Take that boy off the board. Actually, leave Deshaun. George Pickens got taken. I need to be drafting more George Pickens. I keep letting him fall a little bit. Maybe I should have taken George Pickens over DJ Shark, but I like DJ Shark. I think he's a value. Let me try to get Jared Goff later in the draft for him too. We want to be stacking some of these boys, some of these cats. Brittany, we want to be stacking some of these cats.
No dogs.
No dogs?
Dogs are better than cats.
Dogs are better than cats.
For sure.
But Brittany, like this is like late in the draft. Like the dogs are already gone.
Then we don't need them if they're not dogs.
Brittany says we don't need them because they're not dogs. So we don't need anyone back here in the later rounds. But some of them are dogs, like Wandale. You like that? You like that name? Wandale Robinson. Hey, Wandale's a dog. Wandale's like 5'7", but he goes and fucks some people up.
It's not about your height. Just imagine
Yeah,
about your...
Brittany's right. It's not about your height. It's all about the heart. It's all about who you are on the inside. Wandale is a beast. I'm going to try to get some Wandale. Give me some Wandale Robinson. I'm going to try to get some DJ, some Wandale. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I wish I had Kadarius Toney. I like Kadarius Toney a lot. Kadarius Toney should be a beast this year. Maybe I'll sprinkle in some Romeo. Romeo. How foul out there, Romeo? We're going to want a 3 QB build. Ooh, is Jameis really going to slip to us? Yeah, 5 Tave. You are definitely not taking Jameis. House always wins. You are definitely not taking Jameis either. J Ben 17. You are definitely not taking Jameis either. Dabka. You are not taking Jameis, and that will leave Jameis Winston for us. The game theory has paid off. It's beautiful. It's sound. Woo! We'll probably want 1 or 2 more running backs. Oh, my God. Look at that game theory. We're just going to let Jameis Winston fall right into our laps. We have the Jameis, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave stack. Probably looking to get a little Troutman later in the draft. Maybe sprinkle in a little bit of love in my heart. Sprinkle a little Adam Troutman. Actually, reports out of camp right now is that Adam Troutman has been showing the fuck out. Adam Troutman typically shows out at camp. Actually, he didn't show out the past 2 camps, but like there's been a little bit of buzz around him. Reports right now, he's going off. I've been a big believer in Adam Troutman. I've been acquiring him in every dynasty draft. I've been acquiring him in every dynasty league that I'm in through trades, getting him for like a 3rd here or there. Traded some like aging assets like a Jarvis Landry for Troutman in a 3rd sort of thing. So you never know. I like it. I drafted who did I draft with that 3rd round pick? I think I drafted Tyquan Thornton with that pick. And Tyquan Thornton is a value in rookie drafts. Tyquan Thornton was a 2nd round NFL pick. Same with Velus Jones. Both of them were 2nd round NFL picks, and they sometimes slip into the 4th round. Make it make sense, boys. Why are 2nd round NFL picks slipping into the 3rd round of rookie drafts, slipping into the 4th round of rookie drafts? Just because we don't like the player or like the prospect, the fact that the NFL is investing draft capital in these players has to carry some sort of weight. That is what I've been finding. That is what all of the data analytics, all of the models that I've been building has been saying. The amount of weight that an NFL team puts on a player means more than any other variable. We can say a player is super fast. We can say a player put up a ton of production in college. We can say a player is super big and fast, has that size speed combo. If the NFL didn't invest a ton of capital in them, that probably signals to you that they are not a very good player. We're going to take Wan'Dale. So kind of in that same vein, Wan'Dale Robinson is slipping to the 15th round of these redraft leagues. Wan'Dale Robinson was taken in the 2nd round of NFL drafts, so he has the draft capital. Wan'Dale Robinson put up over 100 receptions in the SEC last year at Kentucky, so he has the college production. Wan'Dale Robinson is only 5'7". That is the only hate that Wan'Dale Robinson is getting against him. If Wan'Dale Robinson was, let's say, 3 inches taller, Wan'Dale Robinson would be going like the 8th, 9th round. But because Wan'Dale Robinson doesn't look like your typical NFL receiver, he's falling all the way back to the 15th. I will be taking that bet every time. I have a decent amount of Wan'Dale Robinson in best ball. And the fact of the matter is, Wan'Dale has been cooking in camp. Wan'Dale is lining up in the backfield. Wan'Dale is catching all of the passes from Daniel Jones. Wan'Dale is a good NFL player. Wan'Dale will see a ton of targets this year. Wan'Dale is the wide receiver 2 on the Giants. Kadarius Toney is the 1. Wan'Dale is the 2. Kenny Galladay sucks. That's like the flat out takeaway that you can take from this best ball draft. We like Wan'Dale Robinson. We have 8 receivers now, so we can kind of look to pivot towards our other players. We have 3 picks left, so we'll probably want 1 running back, 1 quarterback, 1 tight end. I want Jared Goff, maybe. Jared Goff. Do we only have 1 tight end? Yeah, we're going to want like Austin Hooper. Oh, that's the same week. Maybe we can take a Taysom or even a Brevin. Or even a Bray. Honestly, any of those tight ends would be intriguing to me. I do want Zamir. Zamir is the guy we were talking about early on. Zamir showed out in the Hall of Fame game tonight. 11 carries, 52 yards. That's efficient. 3 catches, 23 yards. He has pass catching chops. Give me Zamir White. They played Josh Jacobs for some reason. That makes no sense. Why would the Josh McDaniels, Las Vegas Raiders coaching staff play Josh Jacobs in a preseason game and risk injury? Maybe they don't think he's the one. Maybe they're going completely running back by committee. And because of that potential, we are betting on the handcuff running backs in that Las Vegas Raiders offense. Zamir White, Kenyan Drake. Both those dudes could see a decent amount of work this year. Both those dudes could put up fantasy points. In the past, Josh Jacobs has put up RB1 numbers. There have been some weeks when Josh Jacobs puts up over 30 points, over 40 points in fantasy. If we're spreading that out, that leaves a good amount of value on the table for Zamir White, for Kenyan Drake. Kenyan Drake actually suffered an injury tonight, so that's why I am looking heavily onto Zamir White. We love his college profile. We love his high school profile. If I'm betting on someone to make a bounce back sort of career, it's Zamir White. Kai has actually informed me that Zamir White was a preemie. He was a premature baby. The doctor said he only had a week to live, and he overcame that and has made it to the NFL. If that isn't a success story, a comeback story, a story of resilience, I don't know what is. Zamir White knows how to battle through adversity. And I want all of the guys that know how to battle through adversity. I want all of the Zamir Whites. I want dogs on my roster. And Zamir White is a dog. So what my plan is right here, I'm going to be taking Jared Goff as my third quarterback. He will be there to stack with Jameson Williams and DJ Chark. Perlman hates Jared Goff. I really like Jared Goff. I think he's a decent quarterback. So give me Jared Goff as my third quarterback. Dubes, Scott Brown, you say Romeo Dubes. He got taken, didn't he? I think I added him to my queue and he got taken. Yeah, Romeo Dubes did get taken. Where did he get taken? Romeo Dubes went at 15.5. I took Wan'Dale Robinson over Romeo Dubes. The simple fact is Wan'Dale Robinson was drafted in the second round. Romeo Dubes was drafted in the fourth round. So just because of the amount of draft capital that these NFL front offices allocated to these players, I prefer Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson has been flashing in camp. Romeo Dubes has been flashing in camp. Aaron Rodgers gave extremely high praise for Romeo Dubes. He said Romeo Dubes already looks like a top 10 Packers NFL franchise history wide receiver. I don't know if that's just hype. I don't know if that's just Aaron Rodgers shooting the shit. Maybe Romeo Dubes is a top 10 Packers franchise wide receiver. He could be. He has a good college profile. He got drafted in the fourth round. He's a decent player. We'll see if he's able to kind of emerge during the actual NFL season. That is yet to be seen. But at our next pick, we will be taking Zamir White. And then in our last round, we will be taking whatever tight end falls to us. That's kind of our plan right now. But we definitely want. Actually, Taysom got taken. Okay, we're taking Zamir in our next pick. And then I think at our last pick, with the late flyer, I like White too. Yeah, Scott. I like Zamir White. If you didn't see in the Hall of Fame game tonight, Zamir White had 11 carries for 52 yards, 3 catches for 23 yards. Kenyan Drake got banged up. Josh Jacobs, for some reason, played in the game. So Zamir White's actually a decent bet to be making in best ball. Just because we expect this Las Vegas Raiders offense to put up a ton of points. Zamir White could be seeing some of those goal line carries. So if Zamir White is able to fall into the end zone like 6, 7, 8 times this season, he will definitely fill into our best ball roster. So give me Zamir White. Give me Zamir White. And then our last pick is definitely going to have to be a tight end because we only have one. But we like our receivers. We like our running backs. We like our quarterbacks. Give me Zamir White and then a tight end in the last round. So we're only going to be focusing on tight end. Darren Waller has a bye of week 6. We're going to want to look at Cameron Brate first. If Cameron Brate does not fall to us, we will look at a Mo Alley Cox. But Cameron Brate has seen a little bit of a correction in ADP. There were some weeks where Cameron Brate was like sneaking up into like the 14th, 15th round. The fact that Cameron Brate has fallen back into the last round, I like Cameron Brate. Last season, Cameron Brate saw 30 targets. 20 of those 30 targets were in the red zone. So we know Tom Brady trusts him in the red zone. Tom Brady is going to be looking for him in the red zone. So I like Cameron Brate to actually score. How much touchdowns did he score last year? He scored 4 touchdowns on 30 receptions. 20 of those came in the red zone. So I like Cameron Brate without Gronk now to see maybe like 60 receptions. So using that math, we double the amount of touchdowns. 60 receptions, 8 touchdowns. Give me Cameron Brate, tight end 1 on that team. You like Dulcich, McBride, and Bellinger. I actually do like all of those players as well. Daniel Bellinger is probably my favorite out of them. I also like Troutman at ADP, just because Troutman, just because I have Jameis. I have these New Orleans players. I like Troutman at ADP. But you can't deny the fact that Cameron Brate is going to score touchdowns this year. Cameron Brate for sure is scoring touchdowns this year. I think last year he scored 4 touchdowns. That's his floor. Gronk is gone. It sounds like Gronk is retired for good. If that is the case, Cameron Brate is going to see 6+ touchdowns and taking time with the last 3 picks. Okay, I mean, like, I agree with that, Scott. I got Darren Waller, so I don't really have to worry too much about my second tight end producing a whole lot. And that's why I'm not too worried about taking Cameron Brate here. Because Darren Waller should fill into our tight end spot almost every single week. Darren Waller should see a ton of points. Darren Waller should score touchdowns. But those weeks that he doesn't, Cameron Brate is not a bad bet to fill in as a serviceable backup tight end. So I like this team. It's been great. I've had a ton of fun again on the stream with you guys. So thank you so much for joining me on this stream. Appreciate you guys so much. Love that you guys love the content that I'm producing. I am truly humbled, truly grateful for everything that you guys support me in. I'm going to start putting out some more content in terms of written articles. So stay tuned. Go ahead and follow me on the Undroppables website. Follow me on Twitter at Joshua J. Hyun. But that is all for me tonight. Again, thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a good night.